and it actually brought
the show down.
I watched
Showdown.
Nice.
I watched one match on SmackDown. I'll admit it. One match from SmackDown made it the better show than Raw because I couldn't stand the third hour that bad.
I guess we'll use this to transition into SmackDown. Because really, there's nothing else more to say with Raw.
There really is not.
But you said you only watched the main event of SmackDown. You need to go back and watch SmackDown in its entirety. Cause
as good as the main event was,
it was honestly
a really good show.
There really wasn't anything bad. If there was any one real criticism I had, it's the fact that the Aiden English Sami Zayn match was not even 2 minutes, and
it was still a pleasant surprise.
I'm giving it a pass, not just because it's Aiden English. Fool, it's your new hubby.
Wearing Chris Jericho.
He's not my hubby. He's my boy.
Wearing Chris Jericho scarves.
Yeah, right. I'm a fan. I like that they're actually giving Aiden English something to do. He's not just the Kurt Hawkins of SmackDown. They're actually building something with him, and I like that Sami Zayn. My criticism was really just a nitpick, but I'm giving it a pass because it's giving Aiden English a boost, and it's like Sami Zayn was completely caught off guard. He wasn't really taking Aiden English seriously, and that cost him a match. And then you had the I'm trying to think of a good name, the Kanellis couple. I got to think of something more creative than that. But they came out.
The love connection.
Thwarted by the power of love.
Greatest theme song of all time.
I swear to God, I love their theme song too. But to be perfectly honest, I wanted their theme song to be "The Power of Love" by Huey Lewis and the News.
Put that
would be great. That would be over forever.
I want a remix of "Glorious" with this theme song. Just mash them together. It'll be the greatest thing of all time.
No, you can't make "Glorious" anything more perfect than it is. But yeah, like I said, it was just really a nitpick. But I mean, it's still good. It's still good. It's Sami Zayn actually has something going on. Granted, it's lower card, but at least it's actually something I'm invested with Aiden English. I like Mike and Maria Kanellis. I love Sami Zayn. I'm invested. I like. We still had problems with this before we started recording. The Breezango segment, the Fashion Peaks.
Let's go with Fashion Peaks.
I like that. Well, of course,
that was weird. I loved it.
It was a Twin Peaks reference, obviously, and it was weird. And now apparently he figured out who it was that destroyed their headquarters and kidnapped Fandango. As long as it actually is not the Ascension, I'm okay. I'll be good. If it's the Ascension, I'm actually going to be very disappointed. I wanted to. Well,
if it's the Ascension again,
one thing you weren't here for this, Brian. We were pitching out names on who it possibly could be, and we brought up Luke Harper and Eric Rowan just because we haven't seen them, like Dolph Ziggler. We haven't seen them in weeks. But we also threw the idea of it being Sanity. And it gives Breezango and Sanity, like, now that they come up from NXT being a new threat for SmackDown. That would be interesting.
But get some new blood in the tag team division.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
but the problem is you're gonna have Sanity going for the tag team titles at Takeover Brooklyn. So I don't know. So
yeah, it's like New York Lotto. Hey, you never know. It could just be Harper and Rowan because where the hell are they?
Hey, any number of things can happen. Thankfully, the story is still ongoing. So,
but we also have to talk about the opening match. Hey, SmackDown actually opened with a match, and it was the United States Championship with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, with a very, very quote quote controversial, but
still interesting,
in my opinion, really weirdly executed finish, where, since you didn't see it, Kevin Owens was trying to get a good punch on AJ Styles. He ducked and it hit Mike Chioda. And Mike Chioda basically is like, oh, my eye. I can't really see what's going on. Even though first I got hit with the left eye, but when I go backstage, they're checking on my right eye. Continuity.
Yeah.
Boom.
I see what you did there.
I'm glad you did. And so with that, AJ Styles rolls up Kevin Owens, and his shoulder is obviously up, but because Mike Chioda's eye was, hurt, he got the 3 count. And now we have, for SummerSlam, a rematch, U.S. title match, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens, with Shane McMahon as the special guest referee.
Okay, that was different.
At first
I thought that Daniel Bryan was going to say he would be the special guest referee, but he's like, I got a guy, Shane.
I know a guy,
and he's standing right next to me. And I'm just going, they are going to have a Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon match at WrestleMania, are they?
Well, you know what?
Makes sense.
It makes sense. And I'm not complaining. I'm just like, is that what they're going for? And if they are, cool.
Yeah. Slow build.
Very slow build, because they've been building this since Kevin Owens actually got moved to SmackDown. Yep. And I'm actually for it. And now,
take us home.
No, fool. You're going to take us home. Now we're going to bring up your giant man
It's
boy.
time for climax.
Oh, no, he hasn't reached his climax yet. He's going to reach his climax when he talks about the ending of this match. Fool, talk about the number 1 contender match for the WWE Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura versus John Cena.
Well, in short, this was everything I think we all expected it to be. And more.
Yeah, I bet it was more for you, huh?
Well, seriously now. I'm not sure what you were thinking, but in my mind...
I know exactly what I'm thinking.
In my mind, there was still a chance that Cena was possibly going to go on to SummerSlam.
In my mind, it was 100% that Cena was going to go on to SummerSlam.
I was looking more at a triple threat. That was just
because the talk has been since he came back for the flag match. Before he came back, the talk was he was going to be the one to take the title from Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. So he comes back, he beats Rusev in the flag match. All of a sudden he comes out and announces his plans to take on Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. I'm like, oh, here we go. They're setting it up. Then I'm like, hold on. Are they really going to make Shinsuke Nakamura lose his first match on free TV to John Cena? I was like, it is the WWE, so I could see it. But
I guess in this case, I was thinking more with my heart on this one. Well, to an extent, I was thinking with my head and my heart, because I was thinking that something was going to happen and we were going to get a triple threat match at SummerSlam.
And you know what? That was what I was thinking too. But no, we got Shinsuke Nakamura beating John Cena clean as a whistle. Cena raises his hand, puts him over big, and now the fight is on.
And now when I think about it, it makes complete sense. Because who is Shinsuke feuding with?
No one.
Right? Who was he feuding with?
Baron Corbin.
The Money in the Bank.
Yep, I know what you're going, and I was actually going to use that to tease with him.
Oh, you know what?
No, I ain't
don't
teasing.
Care.
Shinsuke, I'm calling it right now. Shinsuke wins at SummerSlam. It's me.
Okay.
Shinsuke wins at SummerSlam. Okay.
And you know what? That's all I need to know.
It makes sense. No.
Sentence over.
No.
Shinsuke wins.
No. Hold your orgasm. That's it.
Too late.
It's already here.
Shinsuke wins. You're going to start doing your Santino horn again. And remember what happened last time you did that.
Nothing happened at all.
Randy Orton cashed in on Daniel Bryan. Baron Corbin's got to cash in on Shinsuke.
But you know what?
And Shinsuke will win it back when they have that Tokyo show.
But you know what?
you'll come out with Shinsuke as the champion.
You just said you had me at those two sweet little words. Shinsuke wins.
Shinsuke will be champion at some point in SummerSlam. How long he's champion, who knows? But with the feud he just came out of, now that I'm thinking about it, this result makes more sense.
It's clear to me
that Cena.
It's clear to me that the WWE machine is now solidly, unequivocally behind Shinsuke Nakamura at this point.
Oh, they've always.
And for a SmackDown show, it was an awesome match.
It was the proof I needed to see.
Granted, they obviously would have a 10 times better match if it was on a pay-per-view. Even one of the big four, I think if they were on one of the big four, it would definitely be a 5-star match.
But for a TV
main event, it was awesome.
Yeah, it
was really good.
Like I could possibly put it as TV match of the year.
You know what?
So far,
that would be a contender for it. That would be a contender.
I could possibly be up there.
I do have to ask, though, about that one exploder suplex.
The one that almost killed Cena?
Yeah, it dropped. He apparently, it looked like Cena didn't get enough rotation on that, and he landed on his neck.
It was technically both their fault. Shinsuke didn't give him enough oomph to do it, and also Cena didn't know it was going to be that, and he thought it was just going to be a regular back suplex, so he didn't fully go all the way. So when you saw Nakamura apologize to Cena, and you see Cena go back like,
"I'm sorry, don't be sorry."
Yeah, don't be sorry. You know, because you knew.
And
A, they put on a great match, and B, it was both their fault.
Plus, he's like hyper neck Cena, so you can't break his neck. So.
And let's face it, okay, Cena is well known for being stiff, taking moves for neck reasons. Okay, so so a bunch of moves get botched because Cena takes them stiffly. Okay, so when that happened, I was like, oh, okay, there it is. Okay, we can move on now. Because Cena's not gonna show that he's hurt. Come on now.
But even so,
he showed it for a little bit. When it initially happened, he definitely showed a little bit. And he's like, okay, I just give me 10 seconds. I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, Cena in a big match situation. How many times has Cena gotten hurt in a big match situation? He takes about 10 seconds, 15 seconds. He goes on with the match, finishes it, and then all of a sudden the next day, your neck surgery, out for 7 months.
Then he's back in like 3 weeks.
Then he's back in 3 weeks, and you're like, well, what was that bullshit? So it's one of those exploder suplex, takes it on the neck. That makes sense. Move on. That's it.
And not for nothing. Now that we know he's relatively okay, he's not going to, die.
Yeah.
The narrative that came from it is just awesome.
Yeah.
It definitely helped Nakamura.
Shinsuke beat him. He absolutely looks like an absolute killer now.
Those little kids that actually showed the clips of them being angry that Cena
was delicious.
Yeah, I bet it was.
But you know what this match did? You know what this match actually did to me? Like going into SummerSlam, if Jinder Mahal gets any offense, I'm calling bullshit. That's what
I've already heard speculation. I've already heard speculation that they're gonna do like a Brock Goldberg thing, and they're gonna have him beat him like Kinshasa right out of the gate.
No, they're gonna do this is gonna piss you off. This reference is gonna piss you off. They're gonna do a Sheamus Daniel Bryan WrestleMania.
Hey, as long as it works the other way with someone that's...
Oh, even better. They're going to do a Triple H Ultimate Warrior.
No, I can see them because he's going to do... Jinder Mahal's going to be doing his...
Sing 1 and Sing 2 are going to distract Nakamura in the beginning. Mahal's going to hit his finishing move, and Nakamura's just going to get back. It's like, no.
No, I can see Jinder Mahal doing his whole thing where he's taking off all of what he comes down to the ring in. He's taking that off real slow. He's giving it to the Singh brothers. Okay, they get down from the ramp. He turns around, boom, get shot, and it's done.
And you know what? I'd be okay with that.
I'd be okay with it too.
But it's one of those. You see that match. You see what Shinsuke does